हेलो, मैं अंकुर कुमार तालियान और आप देख रहे हैं एसीजे पॉडकास्ट। आज हमने इनवाइट किया है तेजस्वी रेड्डी को, जो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में रिसर्च कर रहे हैं। उनके साथ हमने बात की आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस ऑलरेडी कैसे हमारी लाइफ में एंटर कर चुका है, कैसे ये हमारी लाइफ को इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है और कैसे फ्यूचर में जाके इनकी बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पैक्ट हो सकती है, कैसे आप अपने करियर बना सकते हैं, कैसे इससे नए जॉब्स क्रिएट होंगे और पुराने जॉब्स इससे वैनिश हो जाएंगे। आईटी सेक्टर में ये जो रेवोल्यूशन आया है, इससे नेक्स्ट रेवोल्यूशन क्या हो सकता है आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस के थ्रू। क्या हम ऐसे रोबोट्स बना पाएंगे जो ह्यूमन की तरह सोच सके, जो ह्यूमंस की तरह काम कर सके, या उनकी तरह अपने ही सेल्फ लर्निंग करके डिसीजन ले सकें। ये सब इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चंस के आंसर मिलेंगे आपको इस पॉडकास्ट में। सो आप इस पॉडकास्ट को पूरा देखिएगा, पसंद आए तो लाइक कीजिएगा, सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा और शेयर कीजिएगा। So, तेजस्वी जी कैसे हैं आप?
I'm very good, Ankur. How are you?
I'm good too. Thanks for asking. So, सबसे पहले मैं आपको ये पूछना चाहूँगा कि आपने 3 साल पहले एक ऐसा डिसीजन लिया जो लोग उस टाइम पे लेते नहीं थे। पहली बात तो ये कि आपको 3 साल पहले इस बात के बारे में कहाँ से पता चला कि आने वाला जो टाइम है वो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का है? क्यों आपने वो चूज़ किया और कैसे आपको उसके बारे में पता चला?
Okay, so it started in lockdown basically. मैंने पहले डिप्लोमा करी थी कंप्यूटर साइंस में. So after that मुझे ईसेट के बाद चूज़ करना पड़ेगा कुछ ना कुछ, मतलब CSE और I can choose any other thing. So basically कंप्यूटर साइंस ही थे जो सब लोग इंटरेस्टेड हैं जिसके बारे में. So that is the main thing. Obviously computer is the current thing. So लॉकडाउन में मुझे बहुत टाइम मिला था, मतलब एग्जाम्स पोस्टपोन हुए थे कोरोना की वजह से. सो आई गॉट टाइम टू एक्सप्लोर समथिंग. सो आई गॉट टू नो अबाउट दिस AI summit which was held by the government actually. So इस summit ना 4 दिन का हुआ था शायद. It was about 4-5 days. Right. So I missed first 2 days, but then I managed to join third and fourth day. So I was listening to so many people. It was a global summit. Like it was happening online, but it was global. So all the global entrepreneurs or global leaders, they were actually talking about the data, because data is the current thing. The data is we are literally generating trillion bytes of data every single day. Back then in 2020. So because of internet, when I was a 10-year-old kid, we were not using internet this much, right? So उसके बाद ना जब से जियो आए थे, we all know that because on ऑफिस की वजह से या कुछ और रीजंस की वजह से हम इंटरनेट बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ करने लगे थे. So after that, using internet itself generates so much information online. Right. So हम सब हमारे हाथ में थे. World मतलब world is in our hands with internet connection. So सब लोग blogs वगैरह, you are getting to know the information all around the world, from all around the world. Right. So you are getting to know news easily. That's how the data is getting generated. So डेटा के बारे में ना वो सब कुछ ऐसा बोलने लगा था समिट में. So it was real though. I was also interested in all this data kind of thing. How do they manage this kind of data? We use Facebook. That is the first thing, first social media account for everyone. Like
you are much younger, but for our time, Orkut was the first one.
Orkut. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I don't know that.
Continue, please.
Okay, so Facebook was the first thing for us. When we were like around 9th or 8th, it was like booming thing. Facebook. Everybody has to have this account, either in school or college, whatever. Even my father used to have. It was about data. So क्या हुआ उसके बाद ना आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की बात आई. वो कैसे यूज कर रहे हैं, मतलब लोग कंपनीज और समवन डेटा तो जनरेट हो रहा है, लेकिन उसका यूज कैसे करेंगे हम. तो उसकी बात हो गई थी. सो मुझे भी इंटरेस्टेड लगा, मतलब this is the future obviously, because we are not going to stop generating this data. We are not going to stop internet unless something big more than internet comes. But back then these leaders already knew this artificial intelligence that is the big thing that is coming up. So it is already here now in 2022, 2023. So yeah, that is the reason I'm most interested, and that is the reason for me to choose AI, because it is also the only thing, for my batch it was introduced firstly in just 2 colleges, Anurag University and some other college. So only these 2 colleges provide artificial intelligence in bachelor's. So I felt like yeah, मुझे तो ये chance लेना पड़ेगा, because I can't lose this, because I always tend to try to be unique.
Okay.
सब लोग कंप्यूटर साइंस ले रहे हैं, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी ले रहे हैं बैचलर्स में, अपने बैचलर्स में. सो मुझे लगा कि why not I can choose artificial intelligence. I don't even know it exists until I check all the colleges and stuff. So I just wanted a bachelor's degree in AI. So that is the reason, so that I can more explore it, because I'll be the first batch ever in this country or in the state to get out with artificial intelligence a degree under graduation.
So you talked about that summit.
Yeah.
Do you remember any one person or one entrepreneur or one leader who inspires you the most to have this idea?
No, that was random basically, because it was involving Reliance, Mukesh Ambani जैसे लोग ना, और बहुत सारे researchers और scientists भी हैं. मुझे exactly याद नहीं है, लेकिन कुछ concepts याद है मुझे, which made me take this artificial intelligence.
Okay, so basic concepts उन्होंने बताया. तो जैसे पहला कॉन्सेप्ट अगर किसी के दिमाग में स्टक करेगा तो वो क्या करेगा?
डेटा. मुझे ना
डेटा का यूज बेसिकली.
डेटा का यूज मतलब all this generated data, we have so much data because of internet, right? So हम all this data, इस data को कैसे use करेंगे so that we can change the world into a better place? That is something stuck in my mind. So after that I felt like, see, हमारा वैसे भी कंप्यूटर साइंस में ही चलेगा कोर्स, तो so why not we can use it for a better cause using AI. मुझे और एक ना, आपको SDGs पता है, Sustainable Development Goals. It was proposed by UN. I am basically so interested in UN. So UN started this initiative, Sustainable Development Goals. Also, I was so intrigued and interested in these goals because I used to feel like poverty जो है, education for all this kind of stuff. I was so interested because I always wanted to have a equal world where everybody can have access to good education, or everybody has to have good healthcare conditions. That is the main thing. I was turned out to SDGs, but then after that मैंने ऐसे सोची थी, लेकिन कैसे, मतलब why not use AI for completing this or achieving this SDGs. These SDGs are destined, मतलब they propose these SDGs in order to make sure they complete this or they achieve this by 2030.
So कोई भी ऐसा गोल UN का जो AI के थ्रू रन हो रहा है अभी, उसके बारे में आप बताएंगे कि पहले वो एक मैनुअली रन होता था लेकिन अभी AI का उसमें यूज हो रहा है.
Okay.
So आपने भी बोला ना कि वो गोल्स हैं जो यूनाइटेड नेशंस के, वो लोग AI यूज कर रहे हैं. मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा हूँ.
एनालिटिक्स के लिए, रिपोर्ट्स के लिए तो यूज करेंगे ही, बिकॉज AI से ज्यादा कुछ और ऐसा इतना अच्छा काम नहीं कर सकता, बिकॉज वी डू हैव डेटा, बट उसको कैसे हम एनालिसिस करेंगे, वो तो डेटा साइंस से ही होगा. मतलब इतना अच्छा रिपोर्ट्स देना is all AI can make it. It gives more efficient information and most detailed patterns that we get. So
what do you think how AI is impacting human lives? क्या है कि अभी तो नॉर्मल लाइफ चल रही है, लेकिन वो पॉजिटिव वे में, पहले मैं आपसे पॉजिटिव वे में पूछना चाहूंगा कि AI जो है पॉजिटिव वे में ह्यूमन लाइफ को कैसे अभी प्रेजेंट वर्ल्ड में कैसे ट्रांसफॉर्म कर रहा है और फ्यूचर में कैसे करेगा, और ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट कैसे करेगा ह्यूमन लाइफ को.
सो बेसिकली AI क्यों यूज करेंगे हम, कुछ चीज़ों को ऑटोमेट करने के लिए. मतलब आप जो काम कर रहा है, मतलब वो अगर आपको हमेशा करना पड़ेगा, मतलब आज कर रहे हो आप, कल भी करना पड़ेगा और उसके बाद भी करना पड़ेगा. सो जो चीज़ें ऑन लूप में होते हैं उसको हम ऑटोमेट कर सकते हैं, बार बार आप ही नहीं आपकी ज़रूरत नहीं होगी बार बार, you know, we can automate it, we can directly make it. It gives efficiency, it gives more productivity.
like efficiency in which field को particular आप task बता सकते हैं, जैसे आपने कहा कि अगर आज आप कर रहे हैं कल भी करना पड़ेगा, परसों भी करना पड़ेगा, उसको AI कर सकता है.
Okay. So मैं हेल्थ केयर के लिए लूँगी एग्जाम्पल. सो हेल्थ केयर इंडस्ट्री में क्या होता है, वो डिसीजेस डिटेक्ट करना पड़ेगा और न्यू ड्रग्स फाइंड करना पड़ेगा. सो ऐसा कुछ चीज़ें होता है. मतलब जब भी मेडिकेशन भी कुछ when they are trying to make some medication for a particular disease, they'll add they need a blend of certain amount of what do you call it, chemicals or whatever drugs it is. You know, overdose नहीं होना चाहिए, वैसे भी कम भी नहीं होना चाहिए. So ऐसे चीज़ों के लिए हम ऑटोमेट कर सकते हैं. with this quantity we are trying it with this quantity, and we are trying it. We can make that looks easier. We can also make the tests easier. You know, जो भी टेस्ट करते हैं हम डायग्नोसिस का और जो भी है, हम एक्सरेज भी एक्सरेज में ना कुछ अनडिटेक्टेबल पैटर्न्स और समथिंग, कुछ डिफरेंट चीज़ें हमें हम अगर हमको नहीं दिख रहा है तो AI को दिख जाएगा शायद. It can find something that we can't. So you know, जब भी हम कुछ डेटा को देखते हैं हमको समझ में नहीं आता उतना आसान से. मतलब you can't just know the disease by seeing all these numbers. बट जब भी ना AI को यूज करेंगे तो हमको पैटर्न्स मिल जाता है. whenever we use graphs or something, हमको ऐसा पैटर्न्स मिल जाता है. अगर these are the most these are the what do you call symptoms. These are the symptoms for most affected people. These are the starting stage things that we can do. So that's how we can analyze things easily. It makes analyzing easier. You know, also टेस्ट ऑटोमेशन के बारे में तो मतलब जो भी हम ड्रग्स के बारे में टेस्ट करते हैं वो टेस्ट करने के लिए हमें मतलब बहुत टाइम लगेगा. You know, AI makes it easier because it has so much computational power.
Okay. Yeah. So as you have done research in this field, I want to ask you how AI works. Like, what is the technology? How it collects data, how it self-learn itself and do the things, what's the technology behind it?
I mean, see, AI is something artificial intelligence, which means we are artificially simulating intelligence. Human intelligence तो हमें होता है, मतलब we usually know that fire is heat, you know, ice is cold. We just know because we sense the environment. But machine को sense करना नहीं आता है. So we have to do something in order to make sure, you know, it understands the things, sense the environment. So ये actually AI का thing कब start हुआ 1950s में, जब you know, this researchers got this idea of making machines work for us. You know, why can't machines work for us? We can sit back and do everything, no? So that's how it actually started. But then the main motto is like, when we can't have a human, you know, in that particular place, or you know, we human do have some limitations. Like, we can't remember so much, we don't have so much memory. We can't, you know, compute 10 digits into 10 digits, obviously. It is not easy. Maybe we can do that. Maybe at least 1 or 2 people in this world can do that easily. But you know, it's really hard because we do have some constraints as humans. So अगर इन constraints को निकलने की possibility है, मतलब if we can avoid all these constraints, then if we make machines reasonable, मतलब उसको reasons देना चाहिए. Decision making is something that we do unknowingly. मतलब we sense something, we have this intuition like yeah it will be good, that is the reason I'm buying this thing. You know, ऐसा intuition machine के लिए तो नहीं होगा. तो we collect some data, we give it to machine, and we'll help it learn things on its own.
Correct.
You know, ये कैसे होगा, मतलब
उसी का जो टेक्नोलॉजी, वो जो सेल्फ लर्निंग टेक्नोलॉजी है, वो कैसे, मतलब वो क्या टेक्नोलॉजी है कि वो खुद से लर्न करता है?
सेल्फ लर्निंग मतलब
मशीन सेल्फ लर्न करता है उसमें डेटा के थ्रू ना, वो कैसे करता है, वो उसकी क्या पीछे क्या टेक्नोलॉजी?
या इट एक्चुअली वी आल्सो हैव दिस thing called deep learning, where we have our brains, how our brains work. We do have neurons in our brains, right? These neurons, one neural network will give signals to other neural network. That's how our hand works, or whatever we are doing.
Correct.
That's how it happens. But in machine, we do have neural network. We have came up with this deep learning thing where we have neural networks,
right,
and each neuron is called as node. With this neural networks now, basically machine learning में क्या होता है, we will give some inputs like these are the 10 pictures of cat, these are the 10 pictures of dog. So we will give it to the machine, we will give it to the model, and what are the outputs that we are going to get, we'll tell it we predefine it. Like these are the pictures of cat, we'll label it actually.
Okay.
So these are the pictures of dog, we'll directly label it. So this is called supervised learning, where we give the answers,
okay,
in order to train the model.
Okay.
So this is called supervised learning.
Correct.
So हम जो भी inputs देंगे, outputs, traditional में क्या होता है, we'll give the inputs, we'll tell the model how to do the computation.
Okay.
Like इसका multiplication करना चाहिए, or else you have to do some other things, you have to modify this. We'll tell the process how to do it.
Correct.
We'll tell the process to the machine.
Correct.
But AI में कैसा होता है, machine learning में we will give inputs and outputs, and the model has to sort it out, like how the hell it is happening.
Okay, so how output is coming from that input, then
Yeah.
it learns that process itself. Correct?
Yeah, the process will be it has to manage to learn how it happens. It can make mistakes.
Right.
Right?
AI also can.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So it
That's
can make
interesting.
mistakes like that. So what do we do basically is there is also this thing called reinforcement learning, where we kind of it is like something like rewarding. If you just like we give a chocolate to a child when he gets good marks,
Right.
that is the way, it just randomly tries everything.
Okay.
The model just randomly takes this number and tries this, or just randomly it can say dog or goat or whatever it is.
Correct.
It can randomly say, and we'll reject that at the end.
Okay.
So reject करने के बाद ना, it will want to gain points, because the ultimate goal of it is to gain points and get a good result.
Okay.
So it will come back to that, and it will correct itself. It will try to do the calculation again. It will try with another random number. It will try again, and if it is nearer to what we want, so it will just tune in,
Okay.
kind of tuning the
Okay.
values. That's how it is.
So as you said, the AI can also make mistakes.
Yeah.
So the fear of robots taking over the world is real, because we are making AI robots and they can make mistakes and think as us as humans they're enemies, right?
It's not. It's a complicated thing basically, because we will not let this thing get out of everything. मतलब हम मॉडल को ट्रेन करेंगे, टेस्ट करेंगे, उसके बाद ही
लर्न कर रहे हैं.
हाँ, खुद से ही लर्न करना पड़ेगा उसको, because we are doing it like that.
और खुद से उन्होंने ये लर्न कर लिया कि ये जो लोग हैं ह्यूमंस, ये मेरे दुश्मन हैं, ये दिस इज अगेंस्ट आवर रेस, क्योंकि उनके पास भी माइंड है ना. अब तो आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस इज ऑल अबाउट
It is intelligence, but brain तो नहीं है उसके पास, तो मतलब intelligence तो दे रहे हैं हम.
It can make its decisions or not.
Yeah, it can make it decisions.
Okay,
So yeah, what you said is right, but it's also not right.
So what I'm
Yeah.
saying is कि इसके नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट्स क्या हो सकते हैं ह्यूमन लाइफ पे. अभी तो हमने अच्छे इम्पैक्ट्स की बात की. नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट्स में क्या ये हो सकता है या फिर कुछ और?
I'll tell you a
negative?
very recent story.
Okay.
So I got to see this random video which was telling me that a mother in United States or something, she got a call from someone else, and she heard her daughter screaming, crying. I guess you have listened to this. I don't know.
No.
Okay. So her daughter was screaming, and she was suddenly she was in panic situation. When
Okay.
your child cries, you feel it is kind of a danger, right? Then she hears another voice saying that we kidnapped your girl and you need to pay this amount. If you call any other person, we'll kill her out and we'll stuff her with drugs and all. This kind of warning she got. You know, after that, what happened? I guess I don't remember if she sent the money or not, but she saw her daughter running the hallway, you know, in her house. See, that is what happens. She was so sure about the voice in the call. She was damn sure that it is her child. You know, that's how my child cries, but it's not her child, because this comes from AI's voice copying. You know, this you said this might be this is the bad impact. Yeah, you know, people can use it for negative purposes, even though they have many positive chances to use it. But then, if they try to do this in a negative way, we can't help.
So that basically, we as humans always have the bad people also, ना? जो उल्टा सोचते हैं, है ना, जो सोसाइटी के लिए, जो कंट्री के लिए, जो पूरे वर्ल्ड के लिए उल्टा भी सोचते हैं ना, उल्टे काम भी करते हैं. तो वो ह्यूमन बिहेवियर है. कुछ लोग अच्छे भी होंगे और कुछ लोग बहुत बुरे भी होंगे.
That is natural.
और वो मोरालिटी टाइम टू टाइम चेंज भी होती रहती है, अच्छे और बुरे लोगों की. तो क्या उस ह्यूमन बिहेवियर को रेप्लिकेट कर सकता है? लाइक कुछ एआई अच्छे होंगे, कुछ एआई बुरे. एआई नॉट एआई का यूज ह्यूमन, आपने अभी जो बताया वो एआई का जो यूज है वो ह्यूमन ही गलत कर रहे हैं. बट क्या खुद से एआई गलत हो सकता है? क्या वो ह्यूमन बिहेवियर को रेप्लिकेट कर सकता है, अच्छा होने में भी और बुरा होने में भी?
Okay. So I don't think, because we are creating AI in order to give a positive impact in this world. I understand. We are creating with something positive. Maybe
but it's self-learned, na?
Yeah, it is self-learned, but it gives what we feed it now. It is not like we are feeding bad things. When we feed bad things, it will automatically learn the bad things. But it's not like that. We are feeding. So we always have this positive thing inside when we are creating this. Maybe some people who knows technology, they can use it for bad also.
Yeah,
we can't stop
a different
them.
thing.
Yeah.
But as a human, individual also, someday he is very good person, someday he does bad things. Right? तो क्या AI वैसे करेगा human behavior को?
AI जो भी करेगा, मतलब
AI के अंदर emotions होंगे?
अभी तक तो वो नहीं है. अभी तक तो नहीं. Maybe we can see that in future. So I can say this. You know what? In AI we will have these types of AI. First thing is narrow AI. Second thing is general AI. And third thing is super AI. Super AI तो dreams में होंगे. मतलब researchers are researching on this. But narrow AI जो होता है वो ना जो भी functionalities हम उसको बोलेंगे. मतलब ये object detect करो तुम, जैसा हम बोलेंगे वैसा ही वो करेगा. मतलब it does the things for a particular specified thing. You know, for face recognition or object detection or language translation, these kind of things. Because we predefine it, the sole reason we made it is because of that specification. You know, for that functionality. So narrow AI is something like that. We don't have any harm, because whatever commands we give, it will just follow, just like voice assistant, Siri and stuff. So what is artificial general intelligence? So recently ChatGPT के बारे में तो आपको पता है. ChatGPT we use it like, you know, it holds a conversation like a human. ऐसा लगता है मतलब कोई बैठा हुआ है वहाँ पे जो हमसे बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है. मशीन से हम बात कर रहे हैं. जो भी हम क्वेश्चंस देंगे वो अच्छी तरह से आंसर विद वेरी ब्रीफ एंड डिटेल आंसर इट गिव्स. सो ये जनरल इंटेलिजेंस क्या होता है? GPT-4 which is released recently in March. So after that we got Auto GPT, which is launched at 30 March. So this Auto GPT is kind of platform which which makes use of GPT-4. You know, GPT-4 is an API. It launched as an API. API का मतलब क्या होता है? It's an application interface. वो एक सॉफ्टवेयर जैसा है जिसका फीचर्स हम access कर सकते हैं, and we can put that in our particular software. So we can make use of that features without actually making the whole GPT-4. We can access it and use it in our software. We can integrate it into our software. So as a autonomous GPT, Auto GPT, it was launched by Richards, Tor and Richards. So what happened is this Auto GPT is an open platform, which is like, you know, it is more than GPT-4. It takes commands. It does take commands, but it it just takes kind of goals, what you want. That's it. You know, you don't have to specify, you have to do it like this, you have to find it like this. No, nothing. People have experimented with Auto GPT. So many people have done this until now. So a person who has no technical knowledge, who doesn't have any technical knowledge, asks this Auto GPT to make an application for him. So it does that. It did that. Actually, he didn't have Node installed in his laptop or something, but this Auto GPT automatically went to Google, search how to install Node, and it automatically got installed it using all the steps from this Instax or something. All that.
So जैसे ये लोगों को पता चलेगा डेवलपर्स के जॉब जाने वाले हैं.
Yeah, maybe, but still we need developers in order to
to make AI only.
To make
AI only. Otherwise, AI is doing everything.
Yeah.
So if I ask you, there is one thing automation, and one thing is AI. What if I ask you the difference between what AI is doing and automated didn't do that? Like automation ने वो नहीं किया जो AI कर रहा है. Because काफी हद तक चीजें सेम है. पर ऐसा क्या है जो AI कर रहा है और automation नहीं कर पाया?
In automation you can't. It's not like you can detect objects. You can process natural language.
Okay.
So that is the thing. We need so much neural networks, all those kind of stuff in order to clear this object detection thing to make that functionality work. So in automation kind of thing, we just automate things to turn off this at this particular time, run this loop until it gets 500 loop.
So the commands we give in automation, they are fixed.
Yeah.
AI can learn itself and give commands.
Yeah, it can. What automation does is it does the same thing that we say it to do. But when we train a model to detect a face, when we give his new face, his new photograph also, it can detect.
Okay.
But automation, it's not something like that.
Got it.
Yeah.
कि तो जैसे कि आपने बताया कि 1950 से हम AI यूज कर रहे हैं. 1950 से AI चालू है. तो अचानक से ऐसा क्या हुआ कि पिछले 1 साल में, पिछले 2 साल में एकदम से बूम आ गया AI इंडस्ट्री में, और हर कोई AI की बात करने लगा, हर काम AI से करने की कोशिश होने लगी, बच्चे प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं, साइंटिस्ट रिसर्च कर रहे हैं और सब AI पे लगे हुए हैं. तो ऐसा क्या हुआ रिसेंट ईयर्स में?
So as I said, 1950s में थे. मतलब John McCarthy is the person who coined this term artificial intelligence.
Okay.
So he's the main reason why AI is here right now, because he was a professor at Stanford. So what happened is his thought of why machines cannot work for us instead of us. So that is how it started. So in 1956, he held a conference. He organized a conference and told all of the people, like, this is the artificial intelligence. Back then, you don't even believe. We don't have a computer department. Not in US universities or whatever. We don't even have a computer department. Computer science department was not even a department. It was just a program for masters or bachelors kind of. Bachelors also we don't have it, I guess. Only computer science. It was just a program. So back then, from then he started researching about this artificial intelligence. He out of his critics were telling that this can't be happen.
Okay.
This can't happen, because how can you create a human from out of machine? No, you can't do that, because machine cannot do what humans do. But he believed that when we understand the actual functionality of human brain, we can actually simulate it. So that's how he started his research in 1950s, and later in 1960s he started this first generation of AI, where it all started with games, basically.
Okay.
Chess game.
Okay.
So there's this robot which actually won with a professional player of
Okay.
chess,
Okay.
you know, against him, because they worked on it and they implemented it. But back then they weren't, having so much data, so much computational power,
Okay.
and all that stuff. So in 1960s, 70s, and 80s also, we were not, they have this knowledge representation thing, like how machines can represent the knowledge and all that kind of stuff. They already have all those things ready, but then what they are lacking is the computational power and the memory, the data, basically. So in 1990s we got internet. In 1990s, and later we started to use internet from computers to 2000s we got mobile phones, handheld phones.
Correct.
Where we can access the internet.
Correct.
So that's how the more devices we have started using, and the more automatically the hardware industry is on its pace to make GPUs and all that stuff, to make computational power more better than previous. So obviously everybody tries to get efficient, year by year, day by day. We want to have a mobile phone for calling. We don't want telephone. So after that we wanted our maps to be in. We wanted gallery, camera, everything.
Right.
So that's how the transformation came into progress. And this internet thing, we started generating so much amount of data every day. So now what? We have computational power, we have data. So we have algorithms also. We slowly started building the algorithms accordingly, so that we can integrate both of these, like computational power along with data, so that we can have some meaningful insights from all that data and help people in doing better things for business outcomes or real life scenarios, whatever it is.
So basically अभी तक हमारे पास सारे इंग्रेडिएंट्स नहीं थे एआई को बनाने के लिए. अभी रिसेंट टाइम से हमारे पास डेटा भी आया, एल्गोरिथम्स भी आए, हमारे पास हर चीज अवेलेबल रही सही टाइम पर, इसलिए अभी वो बूम आया है एआई में.
Almost 6 years. It's been 6 years, I guess.
Okay.
It is kind of fast paced. The progress is in fast pace.
So अभी ना एक बहुत बड़ी थ्योरी चलती है, कॉन्स्पिरेसी भी हो सकती है और ट्रुथ भी हो सकता है, कि हमारे कैमरास हमेशा ऑन होते हैं और कोई बैठा है फेसबुक के ऑफिस में वो सब कुछ देख सकता है, और या फिर हमारे माइक्रोफोन्स हमेशा ऑन होते हैं, वो इंस्टाग्राम के ऑफिस में बैठा है, वो सुन लेता है और उसी हिसाब से हमें एड्स भेज देता है. तो ये कहाँ तक सच है?
This is not true.
Okay.
Definitely. Because we generate data. We have 8 billion
बट ये
population.
हुआ तो है कि अगर हम किसी चीज के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं और विद इन 5 मिनट्स हमारे पास इंस्टाग्राम पे उस चीज का ऐड आ जाता है, चाहे हम कोई उससे टाइप भी ना करें, सिर्फ बात करें, तो वो क्या है वो?
It can happen. So वो क्या है ना, ये तो बिल्कुल गलत है, मतलब ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता, because we can sue these companies,
how will we came to know that कि वो ऐसा कर रहे हैं?
It's not like basically how they ads thing. How they are giving ads to us. So internet में आप जो भी करते हैं, मतलब when your data is on, whatever you do, it counts.
Okay.
It counts. Like you can't hide from anything, because whatever you are activity doing online, whatever you are browsing, whatever you are watching, whatever you are liking, everything has a particular count, and every activity can be noticed or tracked every second. You can't hide from it, whether it is Instagram or Facebook or whatever it is. It doesn't have to, they don't need to take access of your microphone or camera in order to know what you like. Because Instagram and Facebook made it so obvious and easy that how, as a person, how you are. Because you follow dog pages, you like dogs. Okay. That's so natural, right?
So that's why
That's so natural. So, I mean, it is surprising when we feel like मैं भी ऐसा ही, मतलब किसी दोस्त से ऐसे बात कर रही हूँ, मतलब मैं H&M की क्लॉथ्स खरीदना है मुझे बोल के मैं फोन पे या कैजुअली बात कर रही हूँ ना, बाद में मुझे वो H&M का ऑफर आएगा. Like it happens for every one of us. So ads कैसे होंगे? It is based on complex algorithm. We don't know the exact algorithm, but they use complex algorithms. So क्या होता है ना, हमारा लोकेशन हमेशा ऑन होता है, मतलब in order to access और जब भी हम किसी वेबसाइट्स पे जाएंगे ना, तभी भी हमें कुकीज का नोटिफिकेशन ऑन में होगा, मतलब वो कुछ ना कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन तो लेंगे ही, like what we are looking at even. मुझे एक ड्रेस अच्छा लगा तो मैंने देखा मिंत्रा पे, उसके बाद ना इंस्टाग्राम पे मुझे आएगा वो. So obvious, that was obvious because I liked it. Also they'll have these patterns, if I like something about dogs and you like something about dogs and I like something about having a pets or something else, they can connect me and you can get into my suggestions because it works like nodes. इंटरनेट में क्या होगा, नोड्स जैसा होगा. You represent a node and I represent a node, and we nodes are connected. If we nodes are connected, whatever your interests are there, so I'll get to know what are those interests, and I might be liking those interests. I might be interested in some kind of topics that you are interested in. So that's how it sends this ads or something. But it's just that हम जो भी होगा ना, मतलब मैंने उस ड्रेस को देखा इसीलिए मैंने नोटिस किया कि वो ड्रेस एड्स पे आया है. मतलब if not we couldn't notice it. Maybe it will send me, but if I don't notice, I will not see it as a coincidence or something. It is some tracking kind of thing. So basically, actually, this Vandria or Vandrena, I don't remember. So this company's security specialist, information security. So they actually run these experiments on, they took iOS phones and Android phones in two audio rooms and closed rooms without silent rooms. So they experimented with it, and they have logged into every single social media account and stuff. They have turned on everything, but still they couldn't find any traces of tracking. So that is the reason we don't have any proof that we are getting tracked, because we are already getting tracked online, because they don't even need these things, because they already know how we are behaving, what we might like, even before we know the things that we might like. They already know this thing, so they don't need to. Also, they can't store these much of data, like voice clips or whatever it is. They can't store it, Already we have so much data, we don't know how to manage this data. Why would they generate so much? Because 8 billion people in this world, why would they do that?
Because they are earning from it, no?
Yeah,
if you have very specific customer, if you can provide a very specific customer to their client, it is a win-win situation for both of them, and a lose situation for customer.
Yeah, but you can't listen to 24 hours recording just to make sure you get that particular word of shopping list. That is
No, but that will be listened by machines, no? No.
Because you can't take this recording and put it cloud. It costs so much for that. Honestly, because in order to store that much information, video or audio, whatever it is, in order to store that much information, they need so much memory.
That I agree.
Yeah.
So what are the latest technologies coming into the AI? जैसे चैट जीपीटी आया या फिर और भी चीज़ें आई, वो आप बताइएगा. तो एक तो चैट जीपीटी आ चुका है और पूरी तरीके से उसने मार्केट टेक ओवर कर लिया, हर कोई उसको यूज़ कर रहा है. जैसे कि मैं कहीं पढ़ रहा था कि फेसबुक को कोई 6 साल लगे 100 मिलियन यूजर्स के लिए, और गूगल को कोई 12 साल लगे, और चैट जीपीटी को सिर्फ 1 महीना लगा. और व्हाट्सएप को शायद कोई 1 साल लगा, लेकिन चैट जीपीटी को सिर्फ 1 महीना लगा 100 मिलियन यूजर्स करने के लिए. तो एक तो वो जबरदस्त रेवोल्यूशन आ चुका है. तो नेक्स्ट एआई की ऐसी क्या चीज हो सकती है जो रेवोल्यूशन लेके आएगी, और अभी क्या क्या टेक्नोलॉजीज आ चुकी हैं चैट जीपीटी के अलावा?
एज आई टोल्ड यू, मतलब चैट जीपीटी जो है, because why do we use it? मतलब it has answers for almost everything. Maybe it is not that accurate. ChatGPT wasn't that accurate though, but GPT-4 is more accurate than ChatGPT, which is the latest version released in March. So वो क्या है ना, हम students और employees और जो भी होते हैं ना, we want something really fast. मुझे assignments है, मुझे assignments दिए हुए थे. So I wanted to have my assignments, always we are too lazy. Yeah, humans are really lazy. So that is the reason we find all these technologies.
Okay.
So मुझे ना homework करने का मन नहीं है. So मैं क्या करूँगी? ChatGPT पे जाऊँगी. I'll just ask it questions and it will give me a brief answer. Why do I have to do that? So that is one kind of thing where we get I can get time to be more creative, or you can I'll get time to concentrate on my blog or something like that, because I'll get I'll get at least time to play video games. So we'll get to have time. So if our work is done efficiently. Okay. That is the main reason we opt for these technologies. We want everything so fast, with less storage, with all the flexibilities available, so that it can be reliable and all. So that is the main reason we go for these technologies. That is the reason why we have these millions of users at
very fast pace. What's the next, which can be a revolution?
Which can. So this AutoGPT, I have read recently about this AutoGPT, and people tend to believe that this is artificial general intelligence, which actually acts as human, because it has all these features of GPT-4. It takes all these features of GPT-4 at the same time. It is doing autonomous things. It is not taking any commands from people. How it sometimes feels dangerous though. But it's not taking any commands. We are just giving, like, some guy gave it like Chef GPT. He gave this name called Chef GPT, and it asked to give some new recipes. I need some new recipes for now. So it asked for some goals. It's an open platform, right? So it asked for some goals, and he mentioned those goals, and it started giving the new recipes on its own. It can search the internet, it can browse the internet, web scraping, it can do web scraping. It can take all the information and learn from this. So it is it's not more than a human, but this is kind of, researchers thought that we cannot see something like this in another 20 years. But we are we are getting to experience these things right now, and it is really shocking. It is the growth of the technology. It's growing exponentially. We can't even expect, because researchers have told that we can see artificial general intelligence in next 20 years. But we get to have, this AutoGPT is still an experiment. We are not sure about the outcomes of it. We are not sure of the results of it. But still, it is something, autonomous. We don't have to do anything.
It will take decisions, right?
It is going to take the decisions.
I'll ask you few questions. Just say whether AI will do it in future or not. Correct? What do you think? Correct?
Yeah.
So will it make, right now ChatGPT क्या कर रहा है? सिर्फ वो इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहा है. अगर हमें किसी टॉपिक के बारे में इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए तो वो अच्छे से स्पेसिफिकली आपको सर्च करके इन्फॉर्मेशन देगा. मैं क्या पूछना चाह रहा हूँ, सपोज यू आर अ MBA पर्सन, करेक्ट? यू नीड टू गिव अ प्रेजेंटेशन. तो सिर्फ अगर हम सर्च करें कि मेक अ PPT फॉर मी, PPT, फुल प्रूफ PPT इन MS PowerPoint, तो क्या बनाएगा वो?
Definitely.
अभी बना रहा है.
You can try that with the AutoGPT. Yeah, we can try that.
Okay. So next thing, क्या हम ह्यूमन स्किन्स में रोबोट्स को देख पाएंगे? ह्यूमन स्किन में, लाइक वो ह्यूमन जैसे दिखेंगे पर वो होंगे रोबोट्स.
Yeah, we can do that.
कितने टाइम?
Because actually we have humanoid robots right now.
No, but robots will they, like उनके decisions वैसे होंगे जैसे humans ले सकते हैं decisions?
Yeah, it can happen in next 10 years. I don't know. I'm not the one who can say that.
What do you think? ऐसे मैं अपने knowledge से नहीं, ऐसे intuition से पूछ रहा हूँ, क्या वो हो पाएगा?
It can happen very near future. I can say very near future. Because we didn't expect to have this much. When GPT was launched, we never expected GPT-4 will be launching in next 3 months.
Okay.
We are not ready for ChatGPT, and we got a newer version, an updated version of that.
Okay.
So it's kind of a surprise. After that, the ultimate surprise is something that AutoGPT has given to us. It automatically creates the applications. It creates projects. Can you believe that? Because we require humans, even though we use GPT-4, we require humans. We still require humans. But Auto GPT, it's using
It will
GPT-4.
provide information before we ask.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the biggest thing going to happen. So, और next चीज़ ये कि हमने मून पे जाने के लिए अपना जुगाड़ कर लिया. Like ship rockets बना लिए, वैसे systems बना लिए, मार्स पे भी चले गए हम. तो क्या आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस इन्वेंशंस कर पाएगा कि कल को हमें जुपिटर पे जाना है और वो इन्वेंशन आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस करके दे हमें?
That is the reason we use robots and all this stuff. Because we don't know what weather conditions we might have in other planets, in astronomy or something. We don't know how. We went till moon, we went till Mars, but we are not sure how it's gonna be in next few miles away, next few light years away. We don't know what is there in that out of that particular region. We don't know what's going to happen. So if human is not ready for this, we can send AI.
No,
we can send human robots.
Can AI give us this programming solution जिसको हम use करके उस रॉकेट को जो कि बहुत महंगा बनता है उसको सीधा जुपिटर में भेज सकते हैं और वो फेल नहीं होगा. एक फेल भी हो तो एक प्रोग्राम देंगे वहाँ तक जाने के लिए हमारे पास.
Yeah, we can do that.
मतलब
so yeah. Yeah, we can. We are using AI in all these scientific things because we are already using it, but it's not like we completely don't know about these things. That internally happens. So they use it for various things. They use it for complex calculations. They use it for predictions. They use it for statistics. They can use it for analyzing whatever and what not.
So, अभी next 10 years में हम क्या देख रहे हैं कि AI हमारी जैसे individual life में क्या चल रहा है?
Individual life
में like household में जैसे ये automation आया तो हम दूर से ही मतलब basically सबसे पहले हमारे पास टीवी के रिमोट्स हैं. वो भी एक टेक्नोलॉजी है. फिर फोन्स आ गए, बाद में इंटरनेट आ गया, उसके बाद लाइट्स को
on sensors,
ऑटोमेशन से
based on
लाइट्स
sensors.
ऑफ ऑन कर सकते हैं. एलेक्सा आ गया. नेक्स्ट क्या है एआई के थ्रू?
I don't know, we might see something that we have never experienced because AI is already part of our life. Because it is already, it's not future, it's current, it's the present. Also about the future possibilities, we have infinite possibilities. Like we can use it for smart houses. We can have it we can make everything automatic, obviously. We might not do any household work, maybe. That might be a chance because we have until now we have virtual assistants. Maybe we can have robots. Yeah.
Which is cost effective enough कि हम अपने घर पे उसको
It's not cost effective though, but somehow we can use it. Where at the places where we don't have healthcare centers, or else we can have some systems help us, give them first aid at least, where they don't have anything, where they don't require a doctor in the first stage. Then later they can have this.
Yesterday I was reading something, तो उसमें यही बताया हुआ था कि आपकी बॉडी में इंटरनली या फिर एक्सटर्नली कुछ भी अगर थोड़ी सी भी दिक्कत होती है तो एआई आपको तुरंत बता देगा कि आप ऑयल ज्यादा यूज कर रहे हैं, इसको अभी कम यूज करें. आप अभी ज्यादा आपके हार्ट में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, आप इसको इस चीज को ठीक करें. तो वो चीजें एआई बता सकता है, which is I think human life और 50 साल बढ़ जाएगी.
Yeah, maybe we can hope for that.
Thank you so much, Tejasvi, for sharing your knowledge.
Thank you for inviting. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay guys, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe, and do watch full video and other videos on my channel. Thank you so much.